a rapid game. We're gonna play a rapid game and we're gonna talk through it. So E4, I'm gonna explain everything. If it's too basic for you, don't worry, it'll speed up. So this is the most common opening, and for a lot of people who are starting off, just play this move first. You want to get as much center space as possible. And I could play a French, but I'm going to play a Sicilian here. It's a more suitable opening for anybody who's learning chess, and it's also either the most common or second most common response to E4. It might be E5 or C5. I don't remember exactly which one it is. So basically what white is going to go for here usually is a big center. So C3 is also supporting the idea to play D4. And I don't actually know theory here. And what I would recommend for anybody who is starting chess out is don't worry about memorizing theory until you get to like maybe 1500 on chess.com. I would focus more on your tactics and on endgames. They usually help a lot more. So here we go. We're gonna just recapture the pawn in the center, and now we're gonna take our bishop out. So we're putting pressure on d4. We're only attacking the pawn twice, and it is defended twice. So we're not actually really doing anything just yet. Now that we let white get the center, at some point we're gonna have to challenge it. We don't have to do it just yet though, so we want to prioritize developing our pieces. If I play knight f6, then he could push me away with e5. So let's see. Maybe I want to get my pawn onto d5 instead. I'm gonna start with e6 so that I could put my knight on e7, and this way I'm not blocking my bishop and we still have the long diagonal. Learning theory, yeah, I'm just talking about opening theory. Theory in chess usually is referring to opening theory. Let's see. So if we push d5 and he takes, we can take with the knight. What I'm considering here is if he takes and I take back, then d4 is gonna be an isolated pawn. This is gonna be an isolated pawn, meaning that it cannot be protected by any other pawn. So it's gonna be a weakness. So we're happy that now ISO Red's Povik has created a weakness for us. You need to gamble, Vibolino. I mean, if we want to do a prediction, we could do one for whether I'm going to win or lose this game. I'm happy to do that. Okay, so he's attacking my queen. We have to move it away. So let's think of options. There's c7, there's b6, there's a5, there's d6. If we put it on b6, we're forcing this bishop to move, but we're no longer protecting this knight. Another option is to take here. If we take and he takes my queen, I take his queen, and it looks like we're okay, but we're bringing a pawn in towards the center, so the pawn on d4 isn't going to be isolated anymore, so I don't know how much I like that. We could play queen d6, which would allow us to recapture the knight with the queen, and it also takes away the f4 square still from the bishop. I mean, it's taken away twice. So I think I'm going to go for queen d6. I've already created a weakness, this d4 pawn. If he ever takes my knight, I'm going to take back with the queen. You do not want to take back with the pawn because then you are also creating an isolated pawn of your own. So that's why I played queen d6, and let's see how he's going to respond here. What is a weakness? Oh, well, a weakness is exactly what it sounds like. It's a specific thing about your position that isn't good for you. All right, knight e4. This is a really nice move. So I'm gonna have to, well, now I guess I can move it's kind of flexible where I move my queen. Let's see. This isn't a threat, it's protected. So I can play queen b4, I can play queen c7. He might end up taking my knight here, but then we're gonna get the bishop pair, which isn't so bad. I could play queen b4 and force the bishop to trade, but then if he kicks my queen away, I need to keep defending the d6 square, so I don't love this. I don't love this, and I should have thought about it before. Do we want to play queen d7 and then kick off the bishop like that? My camera is gone. Don't worry, chat. We're going to fix it. If I play queen d7, then maybe knight c5 is going to come in. So I am going to play this move and try not to lose on time. There we go, we fixed it. As I mentioned, we had this issue where my camera is not connecting on OBS unless we connect it to some other program first. So I just found an easy way to do it was with Zoom. That being said, it also has its issues. No, we're not on a Zoom class. I've just been having, my camera hasn't been connecting, and then I keep telling myself I'll fix it, and then I forget to fix it, and then I have to start the stream in 10 minutes, so then I just use the old solution. Okay, so you know what? I'm gonna get my king out of here so I don't have to worry about the d6 square. If he takes and takes, he's created an isolated pawn for myself as well, but I have the bishop pair, so I'm okay with that. We have the bishop pair, and I don't want to be so behind on development, so let's go for it. Okay, so yes, this bishop looks very weak right now, right? Because we are blocked by our own pawns, but we're gonna be able to come somewhere like a6 in the future. Barnsley, yeah, I do see your suggestion. I could play longer games against subs as well, and then definitely I'll have more time to explain since we don't have to beat experts, but that's okay. I was just about to say, why not take with the queen and keep the pawns together? Then I realized, I'm 900. Yeah, you don't want to take with the queen. You're used to seeing 3 and 5 minutes. I know. Queen d2, might want to play bishop h6 in the future. And this is probably my strongest piece, right? So I don't know how much I like that. But let's play bishop a6 first. We have this with tempo. And then what I could do is move my rook to c8. This way, if he plays here, I can move my bishop back. So this is a common thing where if your opponent's gonna play bishop h6, basically your bishop is pinned, because if you move it, your rook is under attack. But if you move your rook ahead of time, we're also protecting this weak pawn. Now if he plays bishop h6, I can play bishop h8. So we're gonna go for this. h4, so maybe h5 is coming in here. I could play h5 to stop this idea completely, but I don't know if he'd be willing to give a pawn like that completely for free. I don't imagine it's his best move here. I will say that his knights are doing much better than my bishops in this position. This is a pawn that I could try to go for and create some kind of weakness. I need to have some kind of plan here. So maybe rook b8 and then start trying to double up on this pawn, because otherwise he's the one who has all of the play. So yeah, let's go for it. Rook b8. We need to create some kind of play. Tempo or timing? Oh my gosh. Never mind. I thought I blundered this for a second, but the knight is protecting. It's very important in chess. So if you move too slowly and your opponent gets all of the initiative, you're gonna be in trouble. So you can't just be super passive the entire time. All right, where does our rook wanna go? Do we wanna go here? No, wait, because then there's knight c5. That would be a terrible move. What about rook here? And then if he pushes a4, we could play rook b4, put pressure, and then he's gonna have some kind of weakness. So what we're trying to do is we're trying to put pressure on this guy. All right, nice. Let's move this rook over, because if I move my queen, then I could get forked, which I don't like. So now we're putting pressure on this pawn. Wouldn't it make more sense? I thought about f5, but then f5 makes e6 a really weak square. By pushing f5, then you create a backwards pawn on e6, so that's why I didn't play it. That h-file is going to be a problem. I know, he's preparing to come for the h-file sepper. I could push h5 now, or if he pushes his rook on h1. Actually, for him, he should just push h5, because if I take, then I'm not looking good. But he didn't have time to do that, because he had to defend his pawn first. So I'm probably going to push h5 now. He's just been preparing too much. That's why he's moving his king to g2. He wanted to bring his rook to h1. Okay, so this pawn is now under attack. One thing I could do is just move my queen over. I need to figure out where the best square is. Like, let's say I move my queen here, and then his knight can come here and kick my rook out, because if he takes this pawn, then I take that one, and that's a more important pawn. So let's see. I don't want to let the knight to come here. That knight moving there is really annoying. So I actually don't have a bunch of good squares for where to put my piece here. Can I push on c5? No, because he takes with his knight. Yeah, okay, this knight has just become a huge pain. And we have 3 minutes here, so I'm gonna have to start playing faster. When he's gonna play this, that's gonna be annoying. Okay, now that's getting tactical, so let's see what we're gonna do here. I mean, this looks problematic. I guess he can push and I can play there. All right, I'm gonna play like this. We're gonna slow play it. I'm gonna protect this pawn. If he pushes here, we play rook b4. And if he goes for that move, then I think I just gave him a fork. But the fork is not that bad. The fork is kind of bad. But So what I should have played instead was probably queen b6. No, because then he had so many forks. So I guess this knight was actually a huge problem for me in this game. Honestly, that knight was such a thorn that I don't even mind. We're gonna give him the rook. 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 Okay, so he didn't even play that. See? He likes his knight more. And I don't have a good square for my queen still. Right. How do I kick this knight off? Honestly, if he moves here, my position is just so cramped. All right, I'm gonna change my focus. I'm gonna change my focus. This pawn is protected and blocked. Eventually, we're gonna open up, and this bishop is gonna be a free man. Okay? Until then, he doesn't have knight a6 anymore, so we're just gonna deal with the threats. This is a bad position, and we have a minute 57, so I'm gonna have to play very quickly. Yeah, Andrea and I are both moving. He's taking his sweet, sweet time. Makes a ton of sense. Knight a6, is gonna do nothing. What is my plan? I need to put pressure on this pawn, so by moving this knight, I could do that. Is there any way I can move this knight and try to eventually trade it off for the c3 knight? That would be ideal. Oh! That was a mouse slip. But we're gonna have to embrace it. We're gonna have to embrace the mouse slip. Also, isn't my rook under attack? What is going on? Okay, so educational. You know what, Jimmy? It is educational. You gotta roll with the punches. We're gonna save the game. So many pieces were blundered. The rook was under attack. But no, nobody plays perfectly, chat. Nobody plays perfectly. We sacrificed a rook for the knight. Hopefully we confused our opponent a little bit. And I just need to play fast. I have under 2 minutes. So he has more than double my time. I'm not feeling great about that, not gonna lie. A little bit concerning. You're confused? Don't worry. We're mutually confused here. Okay. Can I take? No. All right. I'm gonna play the shuffle game. Now if I take, he takes. I don't have check, do I? I'm trying to do something. Why do I keep putting my rook on that same square? I'm sorry. I'm warming up. This game doesn't count, chat. This game doesn't count. We're warming up. This is produced live. I would like to let everybody know that this is a live game. And when it's live entertainment, not everything goes perfectly, okay? Why do you think everybody pre-records stuff? All right. This wouldn't make the cut. Okay? I don't know why I kept putting my rook there. I was just so excited by that idea. I kept blindsiding myself. All right, YOLO. My bishop is almost gonna get trapped. But it won't, because we have a knight. Attack. This is so sad, chat. I'm really struggling here, mates. But we're gonna save the game somehow. I'm not even gonna try to make this educational anymore, all right? This is like that final scene in any action movie when the one hero goes alone into an armed warehouse of 30 bad guys, okay? There's 30 bad guys, and everybody knows there's no reason why he should make it out alive. But Brad Pitt always does. He always does, okay? And that's what we're gonna do. I know we're also down on time. I know. Let's focus on the positives. Let's not talk about my time situation or the fact that I'm down material, or the fact that I'm gonna lose a lot of rating, or the fact that this was supposed to be educated. No. Those are all things we have fighting against us that is gonna make the triumph that much more sweet. All right, I'm gonna stop talking. I need to focus, or I'm gonna get annihilated here. Hey, yep. Come on, Brad. You can do it, mate. Comeback is coming. Yeah, Ocean 11 style, baby. Just plain stop talking. I'm trying, but my mouth is not cooperating with me. My mouth won't stop talking. All right. Shh. Yes. Okay. Stop talking. I'm trying. Why are you whispering? Because I'm not talking. Whispering doesn't count. All right. Okay. 2, 4, 6, 8. We are going to check this mate. Go, Brad. All right. Let's. I just got a friend request from Man with a Big Plan. All right, mate. Okay, where's your rook gonna go? I guess it's gonna go there. I answered your question. Ooh, he's inspired by my sacking, chat. We've inspired the masses. I knew it. Okay. Where's your knight gonna go? Where's it gonna go, sir? You like that pawn on f2? You like what I'm gonna do to it if you move your knight? I don't think so. Oh yeah, that's right. Come back, why don't you? Okay, let's go for this. We're just gonna reposition. Opa! How are we gonna pick on his knight? I don't know. This is... No, I can't push this pawn because... Okay, stop talking, stop talking. Keep it protected. Keep it protected, young one. You can do it. You can do this. We're gonna try to win the knight on f3. We're gonna win his little knight. I don't really know how. Well, actually, I do know how. Cause where's he gonna move his queen? Queen d1. Oh, he's getting wild. Someone's feeling frisky. Okay, let's play this. He needs to go here. Otherwise, I guess he can go here. I'm gonna block him off. Okay, I think I need to do this. And oh, this is my idea. It's not very good. He should move. Oh, he can't move his king, can he? Oh no, oh no. Faster, boats, faster. You gotta be faster. Now we're gonna push. Push. This is rough. Chess is a tough game, guys. Struggle bussin'. I'm gonna take... Oh, I'm gonna beat him. He's on the struggle bus, not me. See, chat? I told you! We go into the warehouse, guns out, all the energy is there. They have no chance, chat. No chance. No chance. Okay, let's go for this. He has 6 seconds. Ooh, he's probably angry, ain't he? He didn't think we were gonna do this. Oh, baby. Oh, there we go. No shot, bucko. Yeah, that's how you do it. So much education. So much education. Oh, I'm such a good teacher, chat. We robbed him. There we go. There we go. You learned so much. I know. I know. And today we learned don't just sack your pieces.